Alright guys, today I'm going to give you some directions on the Sneaky Hollow River Tube Kit. This is the version that's actually made for stained water. You're going to notice that the colors that I chose for in here are a little bit darker and a little bit brighter. So within this pack you're going to get 5 tubes in each of these colors that I pick out based on where you're going to fish. You can see in here, these are specifically picked out as some of my favorite ones for the North Branch. You also have hooks and various weights that we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to rig. So pick out one of your hooks in here. We're fishing in a pretty shallow spot here today. So we're going to start out with the smallest one at 1/8 ounce. Your hooks will vary based on which pack you buy. So let's go ahead and grab one of these June bug tubes. Let's use this one. It's one of my old favorites. That's a number 14 green pumpkin with blue flake. So one thing that makes this a lot easier, especially if I'm using a bigger weight, is if you get this wet. So if you get it wet, it slides up in the tube a lot better. So I'm just going to dip it in the water. I'll be right back. All right, so I dipped that in the water. Now it's going to slide right up inside there. Okay, once you have it slidden up in there, you go ahead, pop the eye of the hook through. Now the next thing you want to check, these are all hand cut, so they all have a little bit different length here as you go through. I make sure that all of my tails are nice and free and that it lays flat. Every once in a while you get one a little longer and it'll lay like that. You just rip it, pull it out, and you want it to lay really flat. So when I'm in the river, I'm going to use 8-pound test line. Most of the time, Yozuri hybrid or some sort of fluorocarbon line. I'm going to tie every one of these with a Palomar knot, and I'll go through that for you real quick. So basically, you're going to go through the eye of the hook, and then back through the eye of the hook. Then we simply pretend it's one line, tie a box knot, and then put the bait through that. Pull both ends tight, and go ahead and trim your tag end. Use a pair of scissors, don't bite it, so you still have teeth when you're 50 years old. All right, that's it. If you want to see more about how I tied that knot, go ahead and check out our YouTube channel. I have some very specific knot tying and a lot more detail on that. But essentially, you're ready to go. Go ahead and click on the next barcode on the pack, and you're going to be able to watch how we fish this in the river.